Kawaki, immortal toll. When my ninjas leave you dead, that's just how it goes. Time skipping to the battle, everybody knows. We were the shuriken amateurs, now we be the pros. It's Kawaki, immortal toll. When my ninjas leave you dead, that's just how it goes. Time skipping to the battle, everybody knows. We were the shuriken amateurs, now we be the pros. I bring the damage, you micromanage. Man, I'm haunted by my past, yeah, it's heavy baggage. Mind your language, where's your manners? And me ain't nothing but a puppet, you think you a savage. I'm more than average, when I walk the passage. Time skip, destroy the village and leaving the balance. So get the cameras, destroy your maggots, leaving you a vegetable and your brain a cabbage. It's Kawaki, immortal toll. When my ninjas leave you dead, that's just how it goes. Time skipping to the battle, everybody knows. We were the shuriken amateurs, now we be the pros. It's Kawaki, immortal toll. When my ninjas leave you dead, that's just how it goes. Time skipping to the battle, everybody knows. We were the shuriken amateurs.
Fill my lungs up one by one.
I'm on a mission to start killing all these enemies. I'm an assassin who's no longer got the energy. That don't mean nothing if you headed for the cemetery, but it means something to somebody who's a friend of me. I got the vision and I'm looking with the clearest sight. I'm only human, I just wanna have a normal life. It's like the bloodlust in my family killed my appetite. Life is an echo, there's so many wrongs I wanna right. I'm walking freely while blinded by invisible change. Think they can see me when they learn that I transcended pain. I don't give in to allegations, I refute the claims. I must protect them cause my friendship was my only gain. Born in a prison, there's no freedom in these frigid walls. It's like you dying to be living for a higher cause. It's time to clap him and I'm not talking about applause. Nobody's perfect but I'm glad that you can see my flaws.
Wasting time with a cigarette. You're like smoke inside my lungs. Get me high, but give me death. They say I'm old enough to die young. Thinking blindly as I regret. Without a high, I'll lie alone. Fill my lungs up one by one.
When God is suffering, I struggle for a peace of mind. Just another case of the deaf who's leading the blind. Killing of people as a child and suddenly you find your life is like a movie, but you'll never see rewind. Buried my demons, but it's like I dug a shallow grave. A brand new devil at every level, they come in waves. Quietly retreating, my consciousness is like a cave. In desperation, assassination, my family trade. When nothing changes, you get so tired of waging war. Running in circles for us to settle the same scores. Your tears are falling, I feel nothing when it rains it pours. But I'm finally happy that we share in the same law. Gave birth to destruction, but how come there's no labor pains? I hope when you see this, the struggle suddenly fade away. It's foolish to carelessly show your hand what daddy say. I hope you're thinking of how we can make a better way.
Wasting time with a cigarette. You're like smoke inside my lungs. Get me high, but give me death. They say I'm old enough to die young. Thinking blindly as I regret. Without a high, I'll lie alone. Fill my lungs up one by one. La-di-da-da-da-da.
Where people glorify the title of Hokage, even when they're not worthy to be called a sensei. An animal chained to the darkness of a child's brain. Suddenly you start to spill right out of the damn cave, bursting through the surface of his consciousness like I'm Jaws. Can you respect people who dying for the same cause? Nations that hate each other governed by the same laws. You killed your neighbors but it's like you got the same boss. On the village he unleashes another rampage. Just a cycle of life, you better send a damn sage. Born out of Hagoroma's creation of all things. They use me to control the outcome of what war brings. Destroying the village against my will in combat. Minato released me with the seal of a contract. Soon after the end of the Third Shinobi World War, I was destined to show humans what I was made for. And they were calling me a natural disaster. You the tail beast living in the dark days. I'm like a Ronin, now I move without a master. You the tail beast living in the dark days. For everybody there will be a final chapter. You the tail beast living in the dark days. Cause
after me there's no happily ever after. You the tail beast living in the dark days. Tell me, have you heard the legend of the tail beast? The place where death can sneak up on you like a damn thief. It's represented by the village of the damn leaf. A shady organization birthing the same grief. Cause if you wanna be a killer, there's a real cost. You and Sasuke behave like you cut from the same cloth. Spent adolescence trying to show each other who's boss. Thought you were different but you would suffer the same loss. Destroyed my hatred simply by becoming my friend. Sooner or later you are bound to meet the same end. I'm truly sorry but it's time for you to transcend. When it comes to being honest you never pretend. Now that I'm gone remember everything I told ya. Tell the children how I carried you on my shoulder. Protected you as an infant till you got older. Because all the while I taught you how to be a soldier. They were calling me a natural disaster. You the tail beast living in the dark days. I'm like a Ronin, now I move without a master. You the tail beast living in the dark days. For everybody there will be a final chapter. You the tail beast living in the dark days. Cause after me there's no happily ever after. You the tail beast living in the dark days.
Naruto, switch with me. There's something I want to say to him. Sorry, but your words don't apply to this guy.
That's crazy.
What is your profession?
It feels like I'm unconscious, in fact I'm actually dreaming. If it was the kind of dream I would have you waking up screaming. It's like when I do battle, you force me to channel my demons. R.I.P. to my brother, only orphans know what I'm feeling. It's like once upon a time in the crevices of a valley, the Senju forces took over, that's not even what's scary. No matter how much you duck and parry, you bury your family and carry the cross in your back. It's for the people you tally. Yes, I'm a giant, can't you hear the footsteps of a kaiju? Let me remind you how even beyond the grave I can find you. My disciples don't carry Bibles and they don't need to bribe you. We just manipulate the corruption already inside you. The only thing that matters to me is my bloodlines acknowledged. Even if I manipulated the power that was promised, I would rather trust a liar than hypocrites who are honest. So take a knee, salute me, pledge allegiance and pay the homage. Uchiha, 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 Masaka Nanda yo Mangekyu Sharinga. Uchiha, 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 Uchiha. If you are truly a ninja, your voice will not expire. My followers are faithful because they built the empire. And you don't have to tell them that the devil is a liar, because you don't think that your ass is already in the You don't subjugate people you want in slavery. You simply just manipulate the surrounding economy. Warfare, I think these people honor me. That's why I disappear on these weird reconnaissance missions. I just want the life I never had for my daughter, and build a bridge of love I never had for my daughter. To kick a villain's ass and do the math for my daughter, and make up for the time I never had to support her. I give a fuck about a cash in a Koji, feel my pain. You're not ready for the god tier level that's in my brain. One-handed shower, the blood is circling down the drain. I'm the flush on my enemies, ninjas who would die in vain. Uchiha, 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 Masaka Nanda yo Mangekyu Sharinga. Uchiha, 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 Uchiha. It's like I've become a property, even if it don't bother me. Just a pawn in this problem, although I solved it impossibly. Either couldn't I throw it, but you handle it sloppily. Killing it since Tobirama turned us to a monopoly. Now I've come a long way from just a backstory that's colder, with half a face that's demolished and a big chip on my shoulder. Then I was betrayed by my boss, so Mother Nature, and told her that there's no happily ever after. My life, it is over, because the apathy you give to people's likely to kill them. I'm living, breathing, walking proof of what it does to the children. The government is a circus that's full of clowns who be dancing with skeletons in the closet and foundations in the building. How could you possibly understand how I'm feeling inside? Like you know what it's like to live when you have already died. Listen, you can take my love interest, but you can't take my pride. A life without honor's not better than one with suicide. Uchiha, Uchiha,
This is the terrifying story of the beginning of the end. Even though we're a clan superior, sometimes we are made inferior. An illusion to leave you delirious. Strong on the outside interior, still wanna make us do the right thing. You were born in the light, you were shining. It's cool that you're guided by the brightness, but to us it's nothing but blinding. I am just trying to raise my family. Bounty hunter trying to move in heavily. I can understand getting this bread, but it's nothing if you don't understand longevity. Real treason has got no borders. In the end, every clan will be slaughtered in the name of following orders. Even though blood's thicker than water, even though we die, keep it moving. Shouting God lives on, never lose it. All we ever needed is one eye. Bow down to the clan of Uchiha. Even though we die, keep it moving. Shouting God lives on, never lose it. All we ever needed is one eye. Bow down to the clan of Uchiha. 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 See the shadows on the horizon. See the gatekeepers and you bribe them. Darkness is the way we surviving. How we discipline kids, how we guide them. Whether you like it or not, you'll be branded as a tool for the government, a bastard. Art of war is a primary language. Understand it, no need to be stranded. Gon' fight to the death regardless. Doesn't really take much to be heartless. Trucking through the forest and the marshes. Bleed deep in the blood and the harshness. In a sequence, fall like dominoes. Life's funny, but I'm not being comical. We've been better, but you know how it goes. Chakra flows through my hair follicles. Even though we die, keep it moving. Shouting God lives on, never lose it. All we ever needed is one eye. Bow down to the clan of Uchiha. Even though we die, keep it moving. Shouting God lives on, never lose it. All we ever needed is one eye. Bow down to the clan of Uchiha. 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 Planet they plant to treat us divine. Of all the creatures, the human beings are the swine. The fruit of chakra gets harvested through the times. The karma vessels get discarded past their prime. Sasuke was clever to follow him to his lair. He learned they travel to different planets in pairs. He sees a 10 tails and suddenly he gets scared. Opens a portal and vanishes in thin air. Time passes, Ishiki learns the ways of shinobi. His vessel's destroyed by the flames of Kashi and Koji. Those who below me get too comfortable and cozy. And spies on the spies who spy on them on the low-key. Summon some wine and as a toast to your demise. Therefore that's Frodo, he beats you into surprise. He's diplomatic for those who don't know their size, but it's useless for those who can't be advised that today is Judgment Day and you'll be mad at me. Traveling across an ocean of galaxies. We come in peace but you'll go in pieces only because of one tree. This is the end of Shinobi because of Judgment Day and you'll be mad at me. Traveling across an ocean of galaxies. We come in peace but you'll go in pieces only because of one tree. Close your eyes as you slide deeper in a lullaby. Deeper as you wonder why and surrender to the time. Till you picture in your mind the creation of the eyes. And this power's like a drug, now let's just give it a try. Now picture your enemies, you've taken over the brain. You place them inside a trance and start to drive them insane. You make them see their own blood is circling down a drain. They wake up and die from shock cause they've cut open their own veins. All of a sudden you start to understand what you became. Imagine a billion people who busy crying your name. They are happy that you came and they celebrate your change. But the sky opens up and it's got you feeling kinda strange. What's a Tuki? This is the power that we gave. We freed you from being slaves. Now it's time for you to pay what you owe. I'm just floating over your cave. You can run and hide, but you can never ever escape from the judgment day. And don't be mad at me, traveling across an ocean of galaxies. We come in peace, but you'll go in pieces only because of one tree. This is the end, it should know be because of judgment day. And don't be mad at me, traveling across an ocean of galaxies. We come in peace, but you'll go in pieces only because of one tree.
All the places that we go, all this pain builds within. Footsteps fade, what could have been? Finally I feel more free. The end of you and me. Let it go, let it be. My heart belongs to me. My heart belongs to me. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. Feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. Feeling stronger, feeling stronger. Won't you wait, hear what I have to say? Give a chance to explain. Though you say you bled to keep us aflame, don't you know I care, just in different ways. I know you're better now than having me around. Probably found someone who keeps you safe and sound. Still I can't help feeling so sad. I should have been that, my bad.
Suffer for days on the outskirts of the valley where he was born and raised. In the valley of the rain is where Nangato stays. It's a childhood that was cursed by foolish shinobi ways. Suddenly two ninjas break breaking his home, taken by surprise. In the dead of night, both his parents killed in his eyes. Said we didn't know you were civilians, we apologize. But the gun awakens and claims both of their lives. Said we're coming from a land where children eat the smallest portions, becoming objects of war. Shinobis always force them, said all they wanted was peace, but politics won't support them. That's when Conan and Yahiko team up with the fellow orphan. Meanwhile he thinks about the future from how his life is torn. As the rain keeps falling down, too many bodies to mourn. And soon after all the surrounding villages have been warned with the teachings of Jiraiya, the Katsuki's born. Because nobody came to the rescue. The black rods in my body, the valley of the rain where I came through. The sky keeps crying for the ninja. Because nobody came to the rescue. The black rods in my body, the valley of the rain where I came through. The sky keeps crying for the ninja. Cause you don't wanna be a ninja. Cause you don't wanna be a ninja. Cause you don't wanna be a ninja. The story of the ninja. Welcome to the valley where it rains and it showers. The sun is very shy, so there's not a single flower. This is right before they would make their headquarters a tower. Till the salamander feels some type of way about their power. Next he plans something evil and attack very lethal. His name is Hanzo and his power used to have no equal. Sadly there's only one life and nobody gets a sequel. Pretty soon he's responsible for the murder of Yahiko. Before long, Nagato grieved as his power grew. Develops a technique more sinister than you ever knew. Maybe he would count his blessings if they weren't so very few. In a country where the sky is gray and it's never blue. Controlling bodies of the people in the afterlife. Just defeated Uzumaki said it's not so black and white. That's when Nagato vows I will bring the corpses back to life. Resurrects his victims with himself as the sacrifice. Because nobody came to the rescue. The black rods in my body, the valley of the rain where I came through. The sky keeps crying for the ninja. Because nobody came to the rescue. The black rods in my body, the valley of the rain where I came through. The sky keeps crying for the ninja. Cause you don't wanna be a ninja. Cause you don't wanna be a ninja. Cause you don't wanna be a ninja. The story of the ninja.
That dude has such good aim. I had to get him a trophy. Like, just imagine you could barely see and you could have such good aim. I get the last laugh.
I'm just a nobody, class 3E with the lowest of the low. You see the shatters hate these vocally, and then I struggle socially and academic, feeling my life is pathetic, totally invisible. So when an outer world entity came down to earth and then made us his enemy, I was a sacrifice, knew it was destiny. Laid down my life a grenade as my weaponry. But this creature is too strong, scold people into why what they did's wrong. So this alien's a teacher, say let's bring it on. Through his talents and his knowledge made us feel like we belong. I got power, never realizing deprecation. Needed someone who's proficient in my education. This appreciation for my talents helps in my curation of a bond we share across a class and across a nation.
Feel the wavelengths of your conscious mind. I'll find my own way out through the pain of mine.
If you haven't liked and subscribed, what you doing, my guy?
Push the goddamn button!
Push the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
You said you love me, but loving me was an accident. Player. Love me like an accident. Said you need me, but you don't wanna do this again. Player. Now we're doing this again. Can't forget me, cause still I'm waking up in your bed. And now I'm even in your head. So love me like an accident. Player. Love me like an accident.
Walk into the land of the sinful heathen, using alloy steel, decapitate and defeat them. We're not trained to ever think of retreating, so we had to learn how to specialize our breathing. Suddenly humans under the illusion of freedom. You don't even know you are living among the demons. Muzanki Butsuji on the loose, and when we see him, we locate the virus to stop it spreading and breeding. These demons were humans with morals, but they exchanged them to gain abilities like magic and regeneration. Please keep that in mind any moment you try to face them, because you can't feel a sense of remorse when it's time to